doing 430 million a year. I mean, Harsimran, most agents don't do that in their career, let alone a year. So, that is absolutely amazing. Well, great day, everybody. It's Phil Hahn here, and today I have the pleasure of meeting with the one and only Harsimran Singh. Harsimran has been with EXP for how many years is it now, Harsimran?
It's close to 3 years now, Phil.
Close to 3 years, my goodness. And how long total in real estate, Harsimran?
Um, I think it's less than 4 years now, 3.5 years, 4 years,
About
mostly.
3.5 years. Okay. And that's great. I mean, a lot of people have been in real estate 3.5 or 4 years, but Harsimran has kind of done something what no one else has done. He's the founder of the Almas Group on the Lower Mainland in Vancouver, British Columbia, and year to date they have closed just around the $430 million mark in business. And this is not to impress you all, but to impress upon you that as so many businesses are retracting and people are fearful of the market and, operating out of scarcity as opposed to abundance, Harsimran is, doing $430 million in business year to date. And it's his, not even fourth year in real estate. So Harsimran, welcome. Welcome. Thank you very much for qualifying your time to be here. And why don't we share first of all, you're of Indo-Canadian background. When is it that you came to Canada? How old were you? How long have you been in Canada?
It's close to 14 years now, Phil.
14 years. Okay. And what brought you here?
Um, Nothing in particular. I mean, everybody in India, I mean, it's their dream to go abroad. Usually Canada is the first step for us. The part of India I come from, a lot of
Okay.
people want to come to Canada. So it wasn't planned or anything. It was just circumstantial. So that's what brought me to Canada.
Yeah. And did you have, when you were coming, Harsimran, did you have a career or a job lined up or anything? Like, what was the plan to?
So I came to Canada. I did my engineering back in India, and I was planning to do my MBA. And I did apply for MBA. Ended up in a job at one of the retail stores.
Okay.
So pursued that and never got to do that MBA. But here
Yeah.
I am in real estate now.
And what store was that? What was your background? Just out of curiosity in terms of what you were doing. What store? I think you were in retail, right?
Yeah, we were in retail. We're selling furniture mattresses at the Brick, and ended
Okay.
up, staying there for a few years.
And how did that work out for you? Were you selling
Just
$430 million in mattresses a year?
Yeah, no, it was good. I mean, that's where most of my experience comes from.
Okay.
All the sales trainings and stuff that we've got from the Brick, and we're grateful to be there. And that's where everything came from, and I'm using all that still towards my business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's incredible. And I don't think you didn't start with EXP, correct? Like you started another real estate company.
Yeah,
Tell us about
started.
that transition and what happened there and why you chose us.
So I didn't really educate myself as to which brokerage I should join. So I started at the first one. I had a buddy of mine that was at another brokerage. I won't name names. So I started that. It was, one of the lowest paid. So you did no desk fees and stuff.
Oh, sure.
Minimum
Okay.
payment. So we got that and stayed there for, I think, 8 or 9 months. Had a good run at real estate. And I transitioned from my previous job to being a full-time realtor. That's when I started looking at brokerages, and I got not approached by, I had to talk to a few people, and Gopal and these guys,
Yeah.
told me about EXP. I saw the benefits. I saw how my systems could be aligned with EXP, and I jumped on board.
Yeah. Yeah. My goodness. And so what a journey it's been. I mean, now we're 3 years in, and again, $430 million in year-to-date closings. Harsimran, how did you, I don't understand. Tell me about this route and your systems and how you've achieved this unbelievable, 0.01% type success that, is really unheard of.
Yeah, honestly, Phil, when you called me that other day, I didn't have a clue. I mean, you called me first thing in the morning saying, "Someone, these are the numbers." I haven't been tracking that much, and I was, I was shocked myself. I'm like, wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
well, you're
now,
so focused on getting the business done, right? And building your organization and your team. But What is it that sets you apart? Like, what is it that Almas Group, I know you're extensively involved in pre-sale and new construction on the Lower Mainland. Like, what does that look like? What kind of a strategy do you guys have? How are you bringing so much benefit to your clients? Like, I know you're doing multiple transactions and building added value and creating wealth through real estate ownership for your clients. Like, what does that journey look like, Harsimran?
You know what? Over the years, what we've learned is from our mentors, and I talk to you all the time. It's mostly 80% preparation and 20% execution. We spend a lot of time, or I spend a lot of time in sitting in the office, preparing myself before we go out and do anything. So any pre-constructions or anything that we do, we make sure the teams, even before prospecting, we spend a lot of time on finding all the answers before we start calling. So that's a habit that we've had before from my previous job. A lot of trading, lots of uh, you know preparation before we go out and do stuff. So I mean that's the key. I mean there's nothing more to it. A
Yeah,
lot of yeah
and a lot of hard work, my friend.
yeah. It comes with all that work. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I know that every event that we have, no matter where it is in the world, you seem to always show up. I know there's no excuses. You're always sitting there. You're always there, front row, learning. And how, where does that come from? Like, where does that desire to be involved in everything, to always be there and present and learning? Like, it's such a young, you transactionally, you're an absolute veteran, doing 430 million a year. I mean, Harsimran, most agents don't do that in their career, let alone a year. So, that is absolutely amazing. But how is it that you find time to make it to every event globally and you're always plugged in?
You know what? I've got good mentors like yourself. I mean, you guys push us so hard to be at these events, and the value we get out of that, or I get out of that, makes it even. It pushes me more to go on every one of them, and you never know what you're going to learn from this next event that's coming up. So just show up. I mean, you're investing in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, you know what? You can't chase success
Yeah. And
without
and
all
and
this.
and and the power and proximity as well, right? Like, like think of
Right.
all the
Yeah.
fun we have when we're out there going to our meals and collaborating and networking, right? Is that power and proximity and brainstorming and masterminding at the highest level.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you're mentoring, like, a lot of the agents that have partnered with you, they're new as well and they're having unbelievable success. So, what's going on there?
I mean, mentorship, yes. I do a lot of mentorship to all the new guys that come in, and we've had a lot of people that are fresh in the business, and now they've grown and they've seen success. My job is to make sure keep everybody accountable to their job, or show up, do their thing, and keep it consistent. Do it every day. I'm in the office at 8 o'clock, and anybody in our organization or the group shows up at the offices, gets to be a part of that every day.
So show up, plug in, and
Plug in, yeah,
yeah, and plug in, right? Yeah, I'll
every
tell you,
day, yeah.
show me, in my experience, the people that are always plugging in and leaning on you, those are the ones that tend to have the success going on, right? At times it can
Yeah.
be challenging if someone's texting you all the time and calling you and wants to know this and that and that. But show me someone like that. And, 12 months from now, I'll show you a champion every time.
Yeah.
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 So, Harsimran, I mean, 430 million year to date. I don't see why you're not going to be doing $1 billion a year in business. I mean, with this trajectory of this type of success in such a short period of time. And folks, by the way, keep in mind, this is Harsimran's personal production team. This is not his, organization at EXP. This is just his personal production team, doing over 400 million year to date in business. And so, we look, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the road. What does that look like to you? And what is that ultimate success going to be, for you, Harsimran?
First of all, I think we've been lucky enough to be in the right market this year. I mean, the market was crazy. We had a lot of success, and we hope to keep it consistent for the, not hope. We're going to do everything we can to keep it consistent. But I'll give this one. I mean, we were every realtor this year was lucky enough to be a part of this wave that came along, and it was a good wave. And uh, to keep it consistent, we got to be, growth at EXP is by increasing a team, engaging in everything, being close to proximity with people like Phil and Randy, Gopal, and all these guys. Keep learning, keep it consistent. So lots of training, lots of hard work coming our way to keep it consistent. But yeah,
Yeah,
we'll do our best to keep it.
and Harjeet and Nav as well, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
keep it
the
up.
powerhouse organization that we're blessed to be in business with is unbelievable. And
Correct.
so, we look to the future, and like, how old are your kids now? You have how many kids do you have?
Two kids. My son is 11. My daughter's 5.
Yeah,
So kids.
fantastic. And so, do you find that the way you have your business structured, it allows you to spend more time with them? Because I mean, people think 430 million in a year, they think you have no life. You basically live at the office and sleep there. But oftentimes I talk to you, you're driving the kids to school, you're doing this, you're involved in activities. So, how does that look?
My day's pretty good. I mean, I've got a regular life, 8 to 5, and I'm with the kids in the evening. Take them to
Hmm.
the soccer games. Take them to the everything, all the activities parents do. We do spend a lot of time at the office, but the time that's spent at the offices or at work is quality time. I mean, we're productive time. We're not just. I mean, you can see me in the office. I'll be knocking on the doors and saying, "Start making calls." I got to make sure everybody that's at the office is doing productive time. And if they want to chit chat, they can go home and chit chat at 5 o'clock or after.
That's right. That's right. No coffee clubs. Yeah, no coffee clubs, right?
Yeah,
Coffee
just
is for closers.
closer to it. So
Oh my
yeah.
goodness, that's amazing. And so, what's the vision for you? Like Almus Group, you're new to the space. You're, 3 years at EXP, less than 4 years in real estate, doing $430 million year to date in business. What does the future hold for you?
The future's pretty clear for us. I mean, I love selling. I want to be surrounded by people that love the passion of selling. Talking to people, doing all the good things that we want to do. Stay away from negative energy. That's what I want to be part of it. So that's what I feel in EXP. I'm surrounded by people like yourself that always gives you, that positive energy. You don't really feel that at a lot of places, but I've been lucky enough to be a part of EXP, and I feel that every event I go, that I'm getting something. You're getting something from like yourself. You're doing a video right now. You didn't have to.
Yeah.
You're celebrating my success is something very special for us
Yeah.
that does not come in every organization.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're blessed
the
to be in
vision is
business in with you, Harsimran. We're really blessed. So, you know, um, from what you learn from us, we learn as much or if not more from you as well, right? Like we're sitting here dumbfounded at what you've done. So make no bones about it. People are noticing.
the vision is pretty clear. I want to stay in that same space with positive people for the longest time I can, and encourage more people to come join us, be a part of it, get to know more people, provide value to more realtors if I can, and grow this as big as we can.
Yeah, amazing. What best piece of advice would you have for someone who's brand new and starting out, Harsimran?
Yeah, be ready to uh, to do the hard work. I think a lot of people that come in, even myself, and I came in, I thought it was an easy job. Being a realtor is just dressing up, buying a new car, having a flashy phone, going out there. It's not. It's
A,
not
a nice watch and a
nice to watch.
Land Rover, and you can take some pictures on Instagram, and you're an amazing success, right?
Yeah, I mean, it all feels good on Instagram, but
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
hard work. And,
that's right.
look at you sitting in Kabul, sorry, in the Caribbean doing your call. I mean, this is part of your business, right?
That's right. Well, and it's a great part about our platform is, we work globally, right? I mean, my goodness, we're over 86,000 agents in 23 countries, growing at a rate of, over 1,000 agents a week in North America alone. And so it's a blessing. I mean, you have team members in India already, don't you?
I do have one member actually two now.
Yeah.
One signed up.
Yeah, fantastic, And so, yeah, so it's unbelievable the scalability and what it is that this amazing platform, thanks to our founder, Canadian Glenn Sanford, and his vision behind, this amazing machine called EXP. And so, Harsimran, how can people reach out to you if they want to find out, about joining Almus Group, find out how the heck it is you've done what you've done? Because again, I've, mentored agents for 20 years, and I don't know anybody in their third year that's done 400 million a year. So it's pretty incredible. What's the best way for people to reach you?
Um, if they're an EXP, they can reach us through work chat or call me at my phone number at 604-200-2948.
Oh,
604-200-2948. So
okay.
call me, text
Amazing.
me, email me.
Yeah. So, Harsimran is a real go-giver, and I know that he's definitely someone that will always make the time for someone that reaches out and wants to find out and discuss his journey. Well, listen, I don't want to keep you because you gotta, at this rate, I mean, you're probably going to do over 500 million this year. So I don't want to get in the way of that, Harsimran. I want to thank you very much again for qualifying your time to be here. It's an absolute privilege. You are a tremendous success, a wonderful man, a real servant leader, and a pleasure to be around. And as I said, we learned, so much from you as well, and just sit in awe of this amazing, uh, you know, unprecedented success that you're having. And I want to see you doing 1 billion a year. I don't see why not. If anyone can do it, I believe you can. So then the fact
Thank
that you
you.
didn't even know that that was your production shows just how focused you are. It's pretty darn amazing, actually.
Yeah,
Awesome. Well, listen, Harsimran, thank you very
thank
much
you.
for joining me. Is there anything else you want to share with anyone before we finish this off, my friend?
I mean, you know what? Be happy. Love what you do. I mean, if you don't love sales, don't be doing real estate. That's what I would say. And enjoy as much as you can, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And it is a sales game, isn't it, Harsimran?
Yeah,
So many people don't realize that. They think that I'm going to get leads online and, make a video channel and everybody's going to want to buy or sell real estate from you. And those are definitely amazing tools and a very good part of your tool chest. But, really refining and working on your craft as a salesperson on a daily basis, I think is what separates the grand champions from, you know, those that are just, thinking about it. Does that sound
my
fair?
my mentor used to say, selling isn't part of the game. Selling is the game.
It is the game.
So
Yeah.
it is the
Amen.
game. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, again, thanks, Simran, for joining us. Continued massive success, and look forward to seeing you in Maui in January, buddy.
See you there.
Take care. Have a great
Take care.
day. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Have a great day.